guys, I am Kim with Kim's Crafts and Create It with Kim, and we are going to make a really cute Halloween centerpiece today. I had one to make for an order, so I figured I would make a video of me making one. And I just woke up, so excuse the mess that is me. Let's see, scissors. Okay, so first off, I cut these at 34 inches. We've got our 8-inch frame here that I put 8 pipe cleaners on. And basically we're going to do, I call them cruffles. I don't know what everybody else calls them, but we're going to roll this 3 or 4 times. Clip it. Roll it 3 or 4 times. And then just crunch it up the middle. Crunch it, ruffle it up the middle to where it kind of looks like a little bow tie almost. And we're going to put it in our thing. If you'll grab both of your pipe cleaners, you can see that it's not going anywhere, and then you can kind of adjust it to make sure that both of your bottom things are the same and both of your top rolls are the same height. And then we're going to twist it down. We just want to make sure they're the same. And I'll pull on mine quite a bit. As long as you hold on to the middle piece right here, you can pull on it and nothing's going to come out. Okay, so we're just going to do 8 of these all the way around. Rolling it 3 or 4 times. And then crunching it up the middle. And again, we're pulling on them to make sure that they're the same. I love this mesh. It's got all 3 of the Halloween colors. It's orange, purple, and black. I think I've got these in my Etsy shop. I can't remember now if I've got extra of this or not. Most of the stuff that you guys see me use in my videos, I have for sale in my Etsy shop, because I not only make the stuff, but I also sell all the supplies. So anytime anybody wants to copy a video, they can try to make it themselves. I guess I need to start selling kits online. I do local classes called Wreaths and Wine, and then we do centerpieces and bow classes and stuff. But I should probably do the wreath kits on my Etsy shop also. Just rolling it 4 times. And crunching it up the middle. And I always just push it over. I don't know if you can see. I push it over when I put the next one in, because we want the ruffles to lay on top of each other. It just makes it all stand up and look real fluffy. See how our ruffles, I don't know if you can tell in the video, how our ruffles are standing up on each other. I think I'm going to do a ghost one of these later. Maybe I'll do a Facebook Live and make a ghost. I've been wanting to do a candy corn one, but I did a video yesterday where I made a candlestick centerpiece with just orange and black and a little bit of purple. So, and I want to do one with candy corn really bad, so I may, here in a few minutes, paint up a pumpkin glittery candy corn to make one of those later. There's just so many different themes for Halloween. We've got candy corn and ghosts and witches and just kind of generic Halloween where it's just orange and black or black and white, purple. There's just so many different Halloween themes. It's hard for me to narrow them down because I love all of them. I guess I'm probably that way with all the holidays. I love all the different themes for all the holidays. I've always been kind of for Christmas, doing the red and white candy canes. But yesterday I did it all in pink. Not yesterday, last year. I did it all in pink, and oh my gosh, I love it so much. With the pink candies and the pink glitter. Of course, pink is my favorite color, so. I just can't hardly get into the pink Halloween. I saw that was kind of trendy last year, and I see that I guess they're trying to push it again this year, and I can't get with the pink Halloween. Even though pink is my favorite color. Alright, so we just pull on it once we get it in there to make sure, because what we want is for all of these top ones to be the same height. It just makes it look neater. Alright, we got 2 left. Oh man, I'm knocking stuff off my table. This has ornaments in them, and trying to wrangle ornaments sometimes. They all want to go everywhere. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Making these kind of centerpieces too is kind of a good way to get rid of, I don't know if you can see behind me, all those totes are my scrap totes. And so whenever I'm making stuff, if I don't use all the pieces off of the pick, I put them in Ziploc bags because I'm super OCD and organized. Each Ziploc bag will be a different, like maybe colors or themes. Like in the fall, there's probably one that's just got pumpkins in it in a Ziploc bag, and then one that's just got scarecrow stuff or blue, whatever. And so sometimes when my totes get full, I will challenge myself to make a centerpiece just out of my scrap totes. They turn out pretty cute sometimes. And I don't know, I guess you can't see over here on the side of me, I've got chrome shelves, and they've got all my rolls of deco mesh on them. And I've got Ziploc bags of pre-cut ribbon strips from stuff where maybe too many got cut for whatever project I was doing, or I didn't end up using that particular ribbon for the project. And so I'll challenge myself to use up a baggie of those too. And sometimes they turn out pretty cute. But it's a good way to use up some of your scrap pieces, because you don't want any of it to go to waste. Okay, so now you see we've got our little round ball. And you could even use this technique to make a mini wreath. I did one yesterday or the day before that a lady had picked my blue pumpkin wreath, and she wanted a mini version of it. So I made it on one of these little small frames and just kind of condensed everything down. Okay, so the next thing we have is our ribbons, and we cut these at 14 inches. I've got candy corns in purple, and then we've got stripes in plaid, and then we've got stripes in kind of an orange and black. And I don't know why when I designed this one, I decided I needed 6 ribbons instead of just 4, because normally I would just do 4, and then it would be every other one. So basically, we're just going to put them in every one of our pipe cleaners that we just put the deco mesh in. So you want to line them up, fold them in half. That just finds your center, and then we just crinkle it up in the center. And whenever we put it in there, we want to get that first twist just as tight as we can get it, because we don't want anything to fall out. And then we're going to twist it about 3 or 4 times and cut the pipe cleaner off. I always leave just a little bit of a tail in there. I don't know if you can tell that. And then we're just going to push it in to where you can't see it. And then we make our W's out of our ribbon. And this one wants to stick for some reason. See, we've got our cute little W. Okay, so we just make our way around it. Going through all of our ribbons. And again, getting that first twist just as tight as you can get it. And then twisting it 3 or 4 times. Okay, so we just keep going around, putting in our ribbons. Lining them up, folding them in half, smashing them, and then crinkling it up the center where our crease is. Tucking it in the middle to where you don't see the pipe cleaner. And making our W's. I really can't decide between the ghost and the candy corn today. I've got to do a Halloween garland for an order that's shipping tomorrow. Maybe I'll do that next. It's hard when you want to do so many different things and there's only so much time in the day. And you've got orders to fill. And then you also have all these ideas to all this new stuff you want to make. Because I want to do a ghost wreath also. Do the wreath centerpiece and a bow all to match. We're almost done with our ribbon. So see, these are fairly quick to make as well. If you have everything prepped and ready to go. I had to go out to my shed and get the embellishments to go on here. I should make a video of my shed, I guess. Or actually, I could horrify everybody and make a video of my storage unit. It's all organized. It's just so much stuff in my storage unit. Oh, it doesn't want to lay that. I have these clear totes that are just the perfect size, I guess, for all of this stuff, and I'm obsessed with them. I should have bought stock in them probably before I started buying them and organizing. Alright, we got 2 more after this, and then we get to start gluing on all the pretty stuff. Clipping off our tails, tucking in the pipe cleaner. And I just manipulate the ribbons around to how I want them to look. And this one will go pretty fast too because it's one that I've already designed. So we're basically just gluing stuff in, copying what I've already done. As I'm going along making these, I always put all my pipe cleaners right here over to the side because I'll use those. Like in a minute, you'll see I'm going to use them to anchor my ornaments down. I try to reuse stuff when I can. For one, it saves money, but for another, it's less stuff in the trash. Because wreath making and crafting creates a lot of trash. Or at least for me it does. Alright, so we're on our last ribbon. And we're just making our W's. And you just pull around on everything and manipulate everything to how you want it to look. So see, we've got all of our ribbons in there. Oh, that one's acting crazy. We've got all of our ribbons in there. So now we get to do the fun part. We get to glue. Okay, so we've got 2 of these ornaments that have the spider webs, and then just 2 plain black ones. So what I'll do is I'll pull off the little thing, and I'll take about 3 of my pipe cleaners, twist them all together. See if 3 is enough. Yep. And so then I will just load up the hot glue. And glue to where I have a little stem for it to have something to hold on to. We'll get all those glued in real fast. That way your ornament can stick out a little bit further versus just gluing it down in there. Oops. This is all usually the prep work I do before I start making the videos, but I figured it doesn't hurt to show you guys the process so that if you want to do one for yourself, you've got all the prep work in there too. Okay, so we're going to start with this one. And I'm literally just pulling apart where the 2 little loops come together and gluing them in there. And because I've got the pipe cleaner for the little tail, I can put them out just a little bit further. And then we're going to go straight across and put the other one. Symmetry and all. And then again, I'm just separating where the 2 little top loops are. And I'm pushing it down in there. So now we've got both of those ornaments in there. Then we'll do our black. And on these, I mean, you can't really go wrong on what you decide to decorate them with, because you're just filling it up with Halloween. We could put, oh, I could do one with skeletons. That would be really cool. Because I've got some little skeletons. And then I've got, like, you know, big skeleton hands and bones and stuff. Those would be cute. See, there's just so many themes in Halloween. It's hard to narrow down what exactly you want to do. And while my glue is still wet, I'll go ahead and manipulate my ribbons around to where I want them to be, just in case any of the glue gets stuck to the ribbon down in there. So we've got our 4 ornaments on there. I don't know if you can see them. And then we've got this candy corn pick. I got these from Michael's last year. I don't know if they still have them this year or not. But I love me some candy corns. So we're only interested in the candy corn pieces on this one. If you've seen me make anything, you see that I just literally tear everything apart. I very rarely will use whole pieces. Sometimes I will. But very rarely will use whole pieces on anything. All right, so we want to, there we go. We want 2 of these candy corns, but I want them to be closer together. And so we're just twisting them, twisting the little wires together. So we've got our 2 little candy corns. We're going to do a good amount of glue. And then we're going to go straight across and do the same thing again. And again, just pulling the 2 loops apart and sticking it down in there where the pipe cleaner is. And I'll let these dry before I start bending my candy corns around. Then we have these really like loopy spiky things. I got a purple one and a black one. I'm just going to trim that one down a little bit. And I always use generous amounts of glue. Again, just pulling it apart because pretty much we're just sticking this down where the pipe cleaner is. And then I want that one to stand up. There we go. And again, I'm going to let those dry before I pull them out. We've got our purple one. And I got these on a pick that had purple, green, and black on them. And I just pulled off the purple and the purple and the black. Again, not using a whole pick. All right, so we're gonna let that dry before we pull it out. Okay, so we've got all of our stuff glued in there. And now we're gonna add our stuff in the top. So I've got this pick. I love these. I have these in Halloween and in Mardi Gras. I use a lot of them in Mardi Gras on this one wreath that I make. But they're obviously in Mardi Gras colors. So basically with this, again, I'm pulling it all apart. Save that so I can take it out of my inventory app. So I need 8 pieces. So 3, 6, and then I had 1, 7 left over from the last one I did. 7, 8. And so we're just going to twist 2 pieces together, and it doesn't matter which colors they are as long as they're not the same color. Oh wait, that one's still on that stem. So we've got purple and black. We're just going to twist it together and clip off the end. Then we've got orange and black. And as you can imagine, this makes a mess. I'm gonna pour vacuum whenever I get done vacuuming in here every day. And we're twisting them together again. And then just clipping off the end. So that's 1, 2. So then we've got and like I said, it doesn't matter which colors you get as long as the 2 colors are different. And even when we put them in here, it doesn't matter. It's all Halloween colors. And we're twisting them together. Clipping off the end. And then we've got purple and black. The only thing I don't like to do when I get them in here is have two of the exact same ones beside each other. But even if you do, that doesn't matter either. Alright, so I'll take it and I'll just use my fingers and kind of crinkle it up. Get a good amount of glue. And we're going to do it again, separate out where the two rolls are. And we're just going to put it down in there. And then we're going to skip this one and go to this one and do the same thing. Crinkling it, swooshing it. Whatever you want to call it. Bending it. And we're going in between the two loops. Then we're going to skip it and go to this one. Swirling it. Sticking it down in between. And then skip this one and go to this one. Sometimes they don't want to cooperate. And like this one, it's aggravating. Sometimes the little balls, I guess, move around so you can see the white styrofoam on the inside. I always just pick it off. And down in there. Then we just kind of move these around because we kind of want it to look, you know, a little wild and wispy. And then so for the last piece, whenever I'm making stuff, I don't always use all of the pieces that are on the pick. So we want some spiders. Let's do some spiders. Let's see if we have any spider web. We've got orange, purple. I really want some black ones. Black and silver, but I don't really want silver. I'm gonna do purple. Got 4 of those. But this is a good way too to use up pieces that you don't always use. So, is that the same? He's not. Oh, those are different. Okay. And so I would like some spider webs, but I don't see any spider webs in here. I don't want to use bats. Let's put our 4 spiders on there. And his stem isn't long enough. I know you guys have seen me make my pieces longer. I could probably use maybe my pipe cleaners, wrap it around the pipe cleaner, make it longer. There we go. Alright, so we're just going to put those in every other one. Not cooperating. Get your legs in there. There we go. To where he's kind of sticking up where it looks like he's crawling. And so we've got our little balls in that one, so we'll put a spider in this. So maybe we'll alternate black and... I have another black and purple. Oh, dude. Let's alternate. It's a pretty simple design. Oh, I need one more. But it turns out so super cute. So we did purple, so now let's do black and purple. Luckily this one has a stem that's long enough. And again, just going down in between where our loops are. and bending him around so he'll look how we want him to look. And then we want the purple one. His leg is broken. Plenty of glue. And then the black one again. And always just bend everything. Sorry, my sinuses. Always just bend everything to where it looks how you want it to look. All right, so the purple is dry, so we're just gonna pull it out a little bit. And now, I mean, pretty much we're just coming through and moving everything around since all the glue should be dry to look how we want it to look. Sometimes it doesn't cooperate. And we're done. And we've got this really cute Halloween centerpiece. And then with this one, since it's got the hole in the middle, you could put an LED candle in there. You could put a vase with some other Halloween picks. There's so many things you could do. I've added with other holidays, I'll put some floral foam in here, and then I'll continue to put the stuff in there. I mean, the possibilities are just endless with stuff like this. So I hope you like it, and I hope you think it's cute, and I hope it inspired you to make something.